Today, we're plunging into a really fascinating mix. Reality TV, digital influence, and that instant public reaction we see online.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're looking at something recent that just blew up online, pulling from coverage about Love Island USA.
Right, and our mission today is, well, partly to unpack what happened, but maybe more importantly, to understand why it hit such a nerve. We're going to look at how these, established TV formats clash or blend with modern digital personalities, and of course the public scrutiny that follows, how people instantly define these figures.
And the person right in the middle of this whirlwind, a 21-year-old golf influencer, Vanna Einerson.
That's her?
She just entered Love Island USA Season 7, part of the Casa Amor twist, and wow, the reactions were immediate and strong.
Oh, yeah?
This is where it gets really interesting. It's like a perfect little case study of these worlds colliding.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's maybe start with Vanna's background, because it's quite a mix. Traditional achievement, but also very modern, digital savvy. She's 21, born July 2003, from Salt Lake City, Utah, graduated high school in 2021. What strikes you first about that profile?
Well, the golf thing immediately stands out, doesn't it? She grew up playing.
Yeah.
And wasn't just playing casually, winning regional tournaments as a freshman, sophomore in high school.
So pretty serious.
Very serious. It sets up this kind of foundation of maybe sporty elegance. It's a specific, polished image, not really your typical reality TV backstory.
Exactly. And that polish definitely carries over to her digital life. Her online footprint is huge. She's big on TikTok, started posting, lip-syncing videos back in 2020?
Yeah, that's right.
Now she has nearly 600,000 followers there and 13.4 million likes. That's massive.
Incredible reach. And don't forget Instagram, around 200,000 followers there too.
So a huge built-in audience before she even appears on Love Island.
And her style feeds into that. You see the pleated skirts, the crop tops. It highlights this fashion-forward sensibility, blends the sporty side with the influencer look.
Right.
It shows she's pretty savvy, right? Knows how to build a brand online, especially on TikTok, using their algorithms. But like you said, this carefully curated thing, how does that land in the, let's say, rawer environment of reality TV, especially Love Island?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Her entry, they absolutely build it as a bombshell.
Standard Love Island move.
Right. If for anyone maybe not deep into the show, Casa Amor is designed for exactly this. Bring in new people, really attractive people, the bombshells, to test the couples, stir things up.
Create drama. Maximum drama.
And Vanna definitely delivered on the bombshell promise. The online commentary was instant. Intense. What jumped out at you from those first reactions?
It was striking how quickly the conversation zeroed in on her age and her appearance.
Yeah.
There's one tweet quoted something like, "Vanna only 21, girl put the filler down, it's aging her bad. I thought she was pushing 30.
Wow. Pretty blunt.
Very blunt. Talk about cosmetic fillers, which are, common but always get scrutinized, especially for younger women in the public eye.
Yep.
That immediate focus on looks, it really speaks to how visual these platforms are, and maybe how unforgiving. There's this weird pressure for influencers to seem authentic, but also meet this, digitally perfect ideal.
Yeah, it's a strange paradox. And it wasn't just age or, fillers. There was that other reaction mentioned in the article, remember?
Which one?
The one about her not being British. Vanna not being British is the biggest plot twist to me. Her face is just so...
Oh, right. That was bizarre.
Totally bizarre. But it shows how fast people try to slap labels on someone online, even completely random ones.
It's like the internet just instantly reflects back all kinds of assumptions and, frankly, biases.
Yeah, definitely.
And connecting this back to the show itself, Vanna showing up immediately shook things up, disrupted the existing couple.
The source mentioned Ace and Shelley specifically.
Exactly. There was that tweet. Ace looked at Vanna and said, "Bring Shelley back, Elfo." It just perfectly shows that instant impact. A new person walks in, and the whole dynamic shifts. In this sort of constructed reality bubble, it underlines how these shows thrive on that manufactured chaos. But it also mirrors, how new social media figures can suddenly change real-world social dynamics, too.
And the host, Ariana Madix, she's promised this season, Season 7, has more twists and turns than ever.
They always say that.
True, but it fits. The show airs, 6 nights a week? Thursday through Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern on Peacock, Wednesdays off. So yeah, Vanna's entrance seems like just the start of the drama.
Yeah, it seems like it. And what's really fascinating here is just how quickly public opinion forms around these new reality TV people, especially if they already have that digital footprint.
It's almost like people decide before they've even seen much.
Totally. It feels like the audience has a preformed idea. And social media just amplifies the loudest, most clickable takes on that. It sets a narrative very fast.
So, thinking about this, what does it all mean for you listening? Maybe consider how much of what we think we know about public figures, especially ones from reality TV or online. How much is the curated image versus maybe the unfiltered moments?
Yeah.
And maybe just as important, how fast those perceptions get shared, argued about, and almost cemented online. It often creates this collective story that might not be the whole picture. It's a big lesson in how we consume and judge modern fame.
And it definitely brings up a big question. When personal brands are so carefully built online, how much does what we expect based on that online presence shape how someone is received on a reality show or any public stage, really?
Right. What does it mean for authenticity?
Exactly. What does authenticity even mean now in this digital age with these blurred lines between influencing reality TV and, just being a person online?
Definitely something to think about. Keep those questions in mind as you navigate your own feeds and screens. That's our deep dive for today.